My elders at home used to tell me when I was small, you need to learn this. You should know all household works. After all, you are a girl. It is from ages we are seeing people downgrade women. ये तेरे बस की बात नहीं. Why this attitude?
I don't subscribe to that theory at all, that a woman is downgraded, because there would be no man without a woman. So why are you saying a woman is downgrading a woman, and I'm surprised.
Yes.
There would be no man on earth if there was not a woman.
Yes.
In fact, the men folk should be feeling that I don't have a capability of giving birth to a child. I don't have the capability of nurturing a child for 9 months in a womb. That fantastic ability is given to women by nature. So men should have a lot of reason to complain to nature. Why did you make me inadequate? In Hindi or Marathi, there is a beautiful word which says paripurna. Nari paripurna hai.
But men don't treat women like that.
You have allowed yourself to be treated like that. In a matriarchal society, a woman dominates. Such societies exist even today. So in that society, the men will say, we are always dominated by women. You are talking from your frame of reference. Why? Because your society has allowed men to dominate women in whatever way you mean the word dominate.
So all the sons in the family should be taught that they should treat a woman equally.
Should is a very dicey word. Who should teach this?
A mother.
So then teach. Who stops?
Or a father also.
Then
Because
teach.
the son is seeing the father, how the father is
teach the father first. Teach the father first when he is a child. Your whole subject is not between man and woman, the inequality or the injustice. The subject is upbringing. The upbringing cultivates a subconscious mind which gives man a feeling that he is superior to woman, and then he starts dominating. But if you look at the nature, man and woman are complementary. Both have strengths and both have weaknesses. In a man, you will see greater physical strength. In a woman, you will see greater emotional strength. So both have strengths. In tight situations, a man will crumble faster than a woman. And we see that happening. When the things go haywire, it is the woman of the house who stands firm if the family has to survive. So there are strengths in men and there are strengths in women, and they complement each other. The problem is, instead of complementing, man and woman are competing. And that's where the problem is. Where is the competition? When you start competing that I am superior to you in XYZ aspect, then the woman says I am superior to you in LMN aspect. There is no competition, there is a complementary fusion. People only focus on the biological fusion, they don't focus on the sociological fusion of man and that is where society is facing these kind of questions, and then you have these movements of feminism and all those things, which is not necessary if the upbringing is right.
Yes, there are some works women do very skillfully and some works men do very skillfully, like changing the tire of the car.
Again, you're talking of strength, physical strength.
Yes.
Yeah. So changing a tire is a intensely physical activity. Today you got a lot of gadgets and a woman can do the changing of a tire as efficiently as a man because the gadgets are there. But suppose it was only pure human strength required, then probably a man is better equipped biologically to deal with that situation.
So if this feminism movement has not started, so how these women would have got their right?
Now you are talking of a different subject, you're talking of rights. And you will see that rights of several people have been denied at different phases in history. Men have been denied rights, children have been denied rights, girls have been denied rights, boys have been denied rights, women have been denied rights. So right is a separate subject. It is a mindset of might is right. Now this right is different. Yeah? This right is as against wrong. Wherever the might is right, the jungle law, you will find these kind of differences. You will find somebody oppressed and somebody the oppressor. So it's not always man oppresses the woman and therefore feminism sprung up. Oppression is part and parcel of evolution, because wherever you have more power, more strength, that person will tend to become an oppressor. And wherever there is weakness, that person will succumb to oppression and will become the oppressed. So oppression is separate from feminism. Feminism is just an example of resistance to oppression.
Achha.
So you're talking of a general picture that exists in the world from times immemorial, that there is an oppressor and there is an oppressed. There is a predator and there is a prey.
We have seen women as a scientist, we have seen women as a warrior, as a ruler, like Rani Lakshmibai. So where did all this disappear?
Why do you think it has disappeared? Of late, we have had women prime ministers, we have had CEOs of multinationals who are all women. So why are you under the illusion that all this has disappeared? It has never disappeared. A woman was powerful in the past, a woman is powerful even today. It is a concept and a narrative set by certain groups of people who want to show their superiority by belittling somebody else. There are two ways you come up in life. You come up in life on your own stream, on strength, or you come up in life by suppressing somebody. So you show your superiority by suppressing somebody, because you know you are not capable of rising above that on your own strength. So whoever is around me, I will suppress. Who is around me? My wife is around me. Suppress. Then I am superior in that.
Who made this concept? Man has made this concept.
So woman is not a human being?
She
Both
is.
human and man and woman both have made this concept. It is we as a society who do not understand that both are made differently physically, both are made differently emotionally, but both are complementary, both are necessary. So if both are necessary, why one should be at one level and another should be at another level?
Yes.
This is all narratives set for convenience. I am setting a narrative for my convenience. So let's take a concrete example of a husband and wife in a family, and the husband is very dominating and he is suppressing his wife. Why is that happening? Because the husband doesn't want to do certain things. So he creates an illusion that this is your job, so that he relieves himself from things he doesn't like to do. For example, kitchen work or household work. He doesn't like to do. So he tries to project that doing a job or doing business is more important than housework. But if you look at it objectively, housework is more challenging than doing your routine 9 to 5 job in some employment where you're doing some stereotyped work for 40 years. In a household work which is not remunerative, so to say, it's not a salaried job, you're doing so many diverse functions which requires different skill sets. If I am an executive in a bank, I have a stereotype work to do from 8 to 5 or 9 to 5. I don't have to do diverse functions in my job. Whereas in a house, there are diverse functions. There is neatness, tidiness, there is cleanliness, there is cooking, there is being a great host for whoever visits, there is taking care of the finances, there is a store's management. You are a complete manager when you're managing a house. So why should you feel that you're less than a man who is just bringing in the money? You are managing the money that is being brought in, which requires a greater skill to my mind, how to proportionately use the money in different functions that you are carrying out in your household management. So it's a creation of imagination that I feel inferior and I think you are trying to project yourself to be superior. There's no such thing.
Woman and a man, they have made differently. The skills are different. So how to combine them and to make our life harmonious?
Then there won't be any fun in life, no, if everything is harmonious. You can't only be eating sweets.
There won't be fights.
You need different flavors in life. If everything is harmonious, then where is the fun? The problem is that we stretch it too far. The disharmony is stretched too far. A little bit of disharmony is necessary for evolution. But when you stretch it too far and allow it to break, that is the issue. And that is the issue that the modern society is facing today. That both the man and the woman stretch things to such an extent that it snaps. And once it snaps, then there is no harmonizing. That danger you, as individuals and the so-called educated class, should think about. You will see disharmony more in the educated class.
Yes.
And there is a secret behind this. The educated class thinks intellectually. Intellect is only 10% of your mind. There is a 90% of your emotional mind which is completely discounted by the intellectual person, and that is where the disharmony sets in.